I'll start with a quick review for this book slash course, Thinking Like an Economist. I'll give this book 4 out of 5. I quite enjoyed it. It's short. I think it's about 6 hours worth of listening, so it's kind of short, about half of the average great course. And the professor is really good information, good comprehensive view on economist thinking. And obviously, not everything is in there, but whatever he brought was straight to the point and good data, good information. So I enjoyed it. Let's see the notes. Law of unintended consequences. Traffic light cameras caused more rear-end collisions as people slammed the brakes. That's one example of the law of unintended consequences. They put on traffic lights, red camera traffic lights, and what happens is that when there's more of those cameras, there is more collisions because people have slammed the brake, and there's more collisions as a consequence. No one knows, but that's what happens. People respond to incentives in two ways. In Soviet Russia, when there was an emphasis on quantity, a lot of small nails were produced. When an emphasis on weight was present, a lot of heavy nails were produced. So you can see how incentives are shaping the economy or the environment. If there is an emphasis on quantity, there is a very small nails. If there is emphasis about weight, because they made a lot of small nails, they're just going to make a very big nails and heavy nails. Far away, changes could make a big difference. Problems in Iran could cause dentist visits to be more expensive due to the price of metals. That's how some changes could go far beyond their origin. Problems in Iran because of the war, or there is some problems there. It happens, I forgot what year. What happened is that metals became more expensive, and therefore, in America, doctor visits or dentist visits became more expensive as a consequence. Our time is an example of opportunity cost. That's opportunity cost of what we are doing with our time. We dedicate it to A or B, and that makes a lot of difference. We need to think about the marginal cost compared to the marginal benefit of everything we're doing. What's the cost of it, and what's the benefit of it? And we need to weigh one against the other to see if it's worth it. Mechanics who must buy their own tools are less likely to lose them. That's what they did in one of the big mechanic shop. They make the mechanics buy their own tools, and that's how they eliminated losing money for lost items. People have incentives to ride for free. People do like to ride for free, and they have an incentive, and people are actively trying to do that. We need to think about how much ignorance is efficient due to diminishing return. That's an interesting one, because we have diminishing return is that after a little while it doesn't worth the investment anymore. And same thing about ignorance and intelligence. After how long it doesn't worth learning more and becoming more intelligent. How much ignorance is okay? It's a really good question to ask. Warranty is often not worth it in the long run. Usually warranties in the long run are not worth it, even though one thing might break, but over your lifetime, if you buy warranties, you're more likely to lose. Warranty could be psychologically comforting, especially for risk-averse individuals. The benefit he acknowledged that could be arise from warranties is psychological comfort, which could be worth money for some people, especially if they are risk-averse. Having an expensive option makes the less expensive option more popular. That's a very known thing, but every time I hear it, and that it works. It just amazes me. Just have a more expensive option makes the less expensive option more desirable. There is no free lunch. There is always opportunity cost. There's always trade-offs. And the last one here, designer of BART thought to make the ride quicker, but haven't taken into account the hustle parking. Most people who use BART moved from using buses, not cars. BART is in San Francisco. It's a kind of a subway. So the designer thought the most important thing for people would be to be quick. But they haven't thought about who would actually use it. And they haven't made the parking easy. So it's a hassle. The parking there is a hassle in all of the stops. What happened is that people who drive cars continue to drive their cars, and people who drive the BART just switch from using public transportation, but that was not the main reason they built BART. They tried to eliminate car rides and alleviate some of that congestion, but didn't do it. That is for the notes. Again, it was interesting, short, and straight to the point. I would definitely recommend 4 out of 5. Thank you.